Alright, what's on with y'all? Man, I fucking love y'all, man. Oasis, peace and prosperity. So let's get into the spiritual section, the spiritual segment of semen retention, brahmachari, and celibacy. Yeah, semi. Y'all know how I'm gonna come through. Y'all can skip the intro. What it do? What it do? What it do? Waters, a whole lot going on under surface. What's the vibe, man? 888, peace and prosperity. If you new, you don't know what to do, hit D or the above. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're going to be all we could be and be the best we could be. Choices, chances, and changes. Dedication, determination, and discipline. If it ain't adding value to you, cut it and don't add value to it. My 2 cents, you can either cash out, throw it in the wishing well, and wish me well, man. So everything I say, take it with a grain of salt. I don't eat where you and you where I eat. Yeah, semi. Vital is vital. If it ain't got no SIM card, it ain't got no cell phone charger, ain't got no roots, ain't got no seed, it ain't what you need. You feel me? Hey, shout out to everybody that's out there saving their money, time, and energy. Whoo! It's the Viter Z, and don't forget my Oasis, man. And shout out to the gladiators, the gladiatress, the guys, the goddesses, and the champions. Y'all see me? So we done made it out of no nut November. You know what I'm saying? We somewhere in the mid-December. Hey, my birthday is coming up December 21, man. All I got on the wish list, if anybody want to make it come through, make it come true. I'm trying to get an e-bike and I'm trying to get a laptop so I could get y'all some better work, some better uploads, and some high definition visuals as well. And the e-bike, the e-scooter gonna get me from Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi and keep me up out the range. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, but never out their mind. You hear me? In the Cash App, if you just want to assist on the journey, the content, just show some love, or you want to book a private consultation, the private consultation is going for $25. You know what I'm saying? You better get it while they at this price, because 2026, I'm going to run it up. And the Cash App, like I said, $781 THEVBYZ. I didn't want to hold y'all. Shout out to the tribe. Hey, shout out to all my guys. Shout out to all my goddesses. Hey, shout out to all the beautiful women, bro, that's really holding me up. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it a bill with me, investing in me, dropping that ism. You know what I'm saying? That wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That food for thought and that soul food. Because this way you going to get it, baby. This the greatest motherfucking chef. I'm going to cook it. Let it marinate. Right now, I got my 2 fires started. I got to stay low-key at the same time. And you just got some vegetables. Just straight vegetables, right? All right, so I want to get into tonight's discussion. Hey, y'all get y'all notebooks out. Matter of fact, just let it marinate. You know, you don't need all that, right? So we already know that these are gifts that came from the source, the spark, the divine. You know what I'm saying? On some, it's more than what meets the eye. You know what I'm saying? And Optimus Prime, he got the spark. We all got the spark, but are you willing to keep it lit? Are you willing to keep it sparked? You know what I'm saying? And you know, these God-given abilities were given to us from the Most High himself, the God of all gods, the creator, right? And as we speak on a few of these abilities, I'm pretty sure most of us have some of them, and most of us Well, most of us have some of them, and a few of us have them all, right? So, you know, this wicked world. Well, the world not wicked. It's just the people that love this world that wanted to go. Like Morpheus said, Neo, they gonna do whatever they can in their power to get you out of here because they want to keep this matrix going, right? They love getting free wheelchair. I said wheelchair. I guess you could say in a wheelchair, but welfare. You feel me? They love being lazy, bro. People really don't want to put in the work. So let's speak about a couple of the supernatural abilities that the Most High have given us, right? So, being clairvoyant, right? Being clairvoyant, that's a person who has supernatural ability to perceive events in the future beyond normal sensory contact, right? And let's get into a couple of things. Clairvoyant, right? What does it mean to be clairvoyant? That's somebody that has the psychic abilities to see clearly, like I just said, perceiving information beyond the past, present, or the future through mental images, visions, symbols, deeper inner knowing, etc., dreams, whoop de whoop. And in other terms, they call that the sixth sense, ESP, right? Now, you can awaken your dormant abilities if you don't go out like Krillin, right? Which means you need your hair and you shouldn't be falling in love with this robot ass phone, walking robot at all, right? Krillin went out bad, right? So I got about 10 more minutes on my food. We're gonna chop it up real quick. So the government, don't forget to slide on the G. They gonna give you corn hub, you know what I'm saying? They gonna give you the pharmaceuticals, the drugs, the weed, the liquor, all of those are substances that dull your senses. When in this reality, especially in this spiritual warfare, you need to be sober as a motherfucker. You feel me? Because they got dramas coming in all type of flourish, bro. Like I had left the store early and I had bought my vegetables, my substance, and my medicine because thy food should be thy medicine, right? And something wrong with the link. That's the government. That's the government, right? Because I took my time and I had to do it about 3 different times and the link's still not working right. So that's the government, right? But I'm gonna I ain't gonna say try. I'm gonna figure it out when the sun come back out and I could get to the library and get on some Wi-Fi. But anyway, back to the message, right? Because I know a couple people like, man, what's wrong with the link? You know what I'm saying? We want to check out what you created. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to support that. I want y'all to get with it because what I'm going to produce going to have high volume, high vibrations, and it's always going to have a meaning with it. So your subconscious and your unconscious mind will always keep your conscious mind intact, on track, right? So we know the government created, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ride around every city, state, country, continent, wherever. And I noticed, there's McDonald's everywhere, Burger King everywhere. You go a little deeper, you're going to find the clubs where you could strip. You could find the alcohol on every corner. They got the dispensaries everywhere. All of these different distractions, right? Now, being on celibacy, semen retention, brahmachari, you gain the ability to perceive and see through all of these distractions. And it's up to you if you want to dull your senses. You understand what I'm saying? So, on this app, I just want to break down something that celibacy, brahmachari, and semen retention have granted me. And, I want you to have it as well. You know what I'm saying? No one man should have all this power. You can have it too, but it comes with great responsibilities, and that's great, you know what I'm saying, dedication, determination, and discipline, and being very conscious of your choices, chances, and changes. One slip up, one wrong element, one wrong substance going within the potency of this purified liquid can tank the whole engine. You understand what I'm saying? So, give me 1 second, y'all. All right, we back. Okay. So, You know, little brother, because to them that's their big brother, but little brother don't want you to be at your optimum state. You know what I'm saying? These I don't want to get too far on that, you know what I'm saying? Because I really gotta be very mindful of what I say on YouTube. And then if y'all want to get the X-rated shit, y'all probably gonna catch me on Rumble, because I gotta get back on my Rumble and start adding videos to that, because you know YouTube so strict and stuff like that. Now if anybody know where I could create a website for free and all of that, drop me the link. I'll get to working on that. You know, there's only so much that I can do at one in a moment. You feel me? So, clairvoyance, right? That's clear seeing visions, symbols, images, not physically present, but you know what I'm saying. It's including future precognition of past events, which is retrocognition, aka Mercury retrograde. You can access Mercury retrograde. You can access Mercury retrograde without having to be in October. You know what I'm saying? Clairaudience is hearing sounds, words, or messages mentally, not through the physical ear, from spirits or intuition. So you know what I'm saying? Just like my god sister Jamie just was like, it ain't about what people asking you, it's about what's not being said. You know I know that. Come on, baby. How you think I made it this far? You feel me? But the thing about clairaudience is like, it ain't about what a motherfucker's saying. It's about what's not being said. You understand what I'm saying? Just like if you catch me in my public, in my physical public reality, bro, you're gonna be like, Vabo, you're not the person you are on YouTube. I mean, not saying I'm faking the funk, but I'm a FLS. You know what I'm saying? I'm a frontline soldier, so I definitely move different. And I had to check myself, because I was like, bro, you don't speak to nobody. Like, I had got off the bus and the bus driver was like, everybody was telling the bus driver like, thank you. Motherfucker, the bus driver told me thank you. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. You right, baby. Yeah, you better say thank you. Because you know what? You ain't going to be able to drive this bus without energy being on this bus. It ain't about the gas that's going in that motherfucker. It's about the energies, right? So I was like, the bus driver told me thank you. I was like, damn. Shit, boy, you getting some respect around this bitch. You letting motherfuckers know I'm not to be played with, bro. I'm not, bro. You know what I'm saying? I might be talking shit and cutting up on YouTube and shit, but you know what I'm saying? That's just 1% of my personality, and it's not a persona. So let me move on. You're like, God damn, nigga, this ain't about you. But listen, so it ain't like a motherfucker said, it ain't about what a motherfucker saying. It's about what a motherfucker ain't saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people be like, thank you. But I be really hearing them saying, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't welcome. I be hearing what they don't want to say, what they scared to say. That's why I don't care what anybody say out their mouth. Anybody can say anything out their mouth. That's on you, wasting your throat chakra, right? So let's move on. Clairsentience, you know what I'm saying? Receiving intuitive information through physical sensations like feeling pain, energy shifts in the body. And I was explaining on one of the videos on organic vibes why it's very much important to eat with your fingers and your hands, and instead of eating with forks and spoons and knives, right? Because your hands is antennas. Your whole body is antennas. You understand what I'm saying? Your hair, your feet, your tongue, your shoulders, your lymphatic system, everything on you is antennas, right? So that's why they created, use the spoon, use the fork. To a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? When you're cooking, yeah, you want to use a little cooking spoon and shit. You don't want to stick your whole hand in there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're serving other people. Let's get to the point. But clairsentience is like, man, if you take your shoes off and you walk in the grass, your environment is going to tell you so much more than what you could look up on Google Maps and shit, right? They got these phones with all these apps and different gadgets and shit so that you don't utilize the technology within your body. So staying, you know what I'm saying, not counting the days, but make the days count, and keeping a personal journal. If you could keep up with the mental capacity of these mental notes, that as well, right? So, that's why it's good. Like, for example, somebody that's a person that's blind, right? They got to use braille. They got to use their fingers to read. So they have a strong ability, is very amplified with clairsentience, because they're receiving intuitive information through physical sensations like feeling, pain, energy, and shifts in the body. So somebody that's blind, you understand what I'm saying? Their clairsentience abilities is very heightened than the average. And then we're gonna look at Daredevil, right? He's I mean, I meant to say somebody that's deaf. Well, somebody that's deaf, well, somebody that's blind, right? They're gonna use clairsentience, right? Now, since Daredevil, he is blind, you know what I'm saying? He got a heightened ability of clairaudience. You understand what I'm saying? Hearing sounds, words, and messages. And also he has clairsentience as well, right? Because he's blind, right? So he has a amplified ability of clairaudience and clairsentience. So next we're gonna move to claircognizance, and that's just clear knowing, and that's certain knowing or insight without logical explanation or evidence, like a download of information. And I know y'all saw a majority of that in the old Predator films, when they had the different groups that specify in the different clair abilities, right? And you know, the black man, they always be like, yeah, I ain't gonna say black, but the neuromelanin, the ether nine beings, um, they're based at the claircognizance, right? They be like, I felt it in my spirit, you know what I'm saying? It's something in my spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They be like, how you know? You just know because you trust in your spirit. And that's how it's supposed to be. And the more you stay on semen retention, celibacy, brahmachari, you stay sober at the same time, you get off the smoking, you get off the drinking, and you also get off eating the bad habits and the bad thoughts, then all of these abilities are going to amplify for you. Literally, right? And like I said, these are other clair abilities. Clair empathy is feeling the emotions of others, or picking up on emotional energy in places of people. And the next one we have is clairtagency, clear touching, and psychometry. So that's what I was also breaking down, but that's more like a microscopic explanation for people that's blind. They gotta use braille, right? They gaining insight by touching objects or people to feel their history or associated emotions. Like I didn't picked up some items before. Like I think it was 2 days ago. Somebody knew where I'd be camping at, and they left an emergency sleeping bag right there. And I was like, wow, I need a sleeping bag right now. So I grabbed that motherfucker, but I didn't use it and I didn't open it. It was in a package already, right? And my how could I put it? My clairtagency, like I said, clairtagency is clear touching psychometry, gaining insight by touching objects or people to feel their history or associated emotions. So the witches and warlocks and the lizard people and the shapeshifters that's trying to take my soul from me, they know where I be camping at. They know my little spots and shit. They know my little regimen. I had to switch it up some. So they left a sleeping bag, an emergency sleeping bag, and I picked it up. And I think it was yesterday, one of my other clair abilities was like, man, get rid of that shit. And when I touched it, I didn't open it, right? But think about if I would have laid in there. They put some type of itchy poison and some itchy poison or some bad shit in it that would have gotten seeped in my skin, right? Because what they trying to do is get all my hair to fall out. Because I already had a goddamn bitch put some Nair in my shampoo, and I had to get my shit to grow back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna stop me. None of you hoes. So yesterday, I threw the sleeping bag away because I was like, oh no, this shit got hella witchcraft on it. They chanted evil energy, and not only that, they got this itchy powder. They got that itching powder shit in there. So I just took it out of my backpack and I just threw that shit. I launched that shit. I was like, good try, motherfuckers. And then today, I had to use my clairsalience ability. Now, clairsalience is smelling scents or odors not physically present, often linked to spiritual presence, right? So I went to the store today and I bought my little vegetables, and I'm sitting on the stove, you know what I'm saying, snacking on some of my little food and shit. And these fucking shapeshifters and shit came around the corner with like, hey bro, they got some pizza right here if you want it. And I was like, nigga, You don't know who you dealing with, do y'all? Y'all don't want to give me a break. Y'all should just be like, you know what, bro? You work for this. You deserve to be alive. You work hard to be alive, bro. You know what I'm saying? We should just let you go and reward you. You did good, but nah, nigga, that's a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, I'm like, bro, don't you see I just left the store and I just bought some food? He was like, yeah, bro, they got some pizza right there if you want it. I'm like, bro, don't you think I saw the box when I came out the fucking store? And I smelt that it had poison. They had food poisoning in the pizza. So I'm looking at this nigga like, yeah, whatever. Just get the fuck out my face, bro. Shut the fuck up. And get the fuck out my face. But I just gave him the look. I just nodded my head like, yeah, bro. For sure. Whoopty whoop. Get the fuck out of here. So, you know what I'm saying? My clairsalience is clear smelling. Smelling sense of odor is not physically present. I smelled the food poisoning and the drugs that was on the pizza, right? So, let me get out of my personal shit. But I'm giving y'all some shit, though. You feel me? Because I'm really on the front line, man. So, here goes another one, right? Claire Gustins, right? That's experiencing tastes of flavors without eating or drinking, often related to spiritual messages, right? Okay, a little bit of that comes into play too. I'm trying to think who have that ability that I could explain in the X-Men. Oh, my food done. I gotta go pick it up, y'all. All right, so let's move on down the list, right? You have clair intellect, which is receiving intuitive thoughts and ideas. You know, they're like on some Professor X ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he was helping Magneto amplify his abilities because Magneto was trying to move the satellite and he just couldn't do it. And then Charles Xavier perceived and showed and went to his mind's eye and showed him intuitive thoughts and ideas how to utilize serenity. I mean, yeah, using anger to get the job done and shit. If you're using anger in an intellectual way, yeah, you could really get shit done. But the greatest form of using your psychic abilities is through serenity, because you're not going to burn yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself. And that's when you look at the childhood memories of the things that made you the happiest ever in life. And you know, throughout life, a lot of this shit, I don't know if you're getting gang stalked or you've been in the simulation or whatever, but you know, trauma and drama can repress specific memories. And you know how they try to wire our brain to always remember bad shit more than we can remember good shit. So you got to rewire your brain to remember the better shit and the good shit more than the hectic shit, right? And then we have clair kinesthesia, which is perceiving physical sensations of movements in the body without cause. And I remember I healed a bird. I mean, this bird dropped from a 4-story building. I'll get into that story another time if y'all let me know in the comment section. But a baby bird dropped from a 4-story building. So I guess the other birds kicked his ass out the nest and shit. And he splattered on the ground, bro. And I had got a little, you know, I've been getting a little produce bags and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I put it on my hand because I was like, I don't want to get sick. But I was like, nigga, it's worth getting sick because I'm about to get you back to life, bro. So I picked the baby bird up. Nigga splattered on the ground, blood and shit. I picked him up and I hold him in my hand. He came back to life. I cut on some Luther Vandross. Then that nigga stood up. Then he opened his eyes. And then he flew off and started singing a song. If you ever saw Goku when he fucking did this shit with the bird, that's what I did, right? I'm not trying to get too personal, but I'm just trying to give y'all some visuals if you just close your eyes and watch this message. But once I get all my equipment and get things situated, I'll start to be able to give y'all more visuals and stuff like that. Not auditorially, but you know what I'm saying, through the presentations. Now, we got the other ones, right? Telepathy, which is direct mind-to-mind communication. You also have mediumship, which is connecting with spirits of the deceased. You also have precognition, knowing the future events, and you have remote viewing, seeing distant places or events, right? Now, you know, when people fly drones around and shit like that, they got to use people that don't have these psychic abilities or these spiritual capabilities, that's the people that have to use the drones and shit, right? The visualize and see other places and shit. But the government have all of these facilities and all of this other shit under jails and secret laboratories all over. Even your school was a goddamn secret laboratory, right? But I just want to go ahead and break down some of the psychic abilities you may gain, or you will gain. You just might not be paying heed to it, because you know what I'm saying, most motherfuckers that get on semen retention, like I say, bro, they be talking about female attraction and shit. Like, man, it's not about none of that shit, man. It ain't about none of that shit, man. I mean, cool, you get you a woman and shit, you get you a sidekick. Every Batman need a Robin and shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, a female Robin, but it ain't about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about, and the most crucial part about it all, you don't want to gain these psychic abilities to be taking advantage of people in this physical world, right? You want to use that for your safety, for your survival, for your lifestyle, and also for those who may need you. You know what I'm saying? Who may need to be healed and shit. Like I remember when I was a child, bro, everybody would ask me where I want to go, what I want to do, what I want to eat, where we should go. Should we go down the street? Is it safe to do this, safe to do that? I'm like, motherfucker, you the goddamn adult. I remember a lot of my family members would get mad and beg me to go fishing with them. I'm like, man, now I'm trying to wake up and watch WB38, motherfucker. It's Saturday. I'm trying to watch my goddamn Spider-Man and my goddamn Fist of the North Star. I was up all late night watching Fist of the North Star on Direct TV, and then I know WB38 gonna come on with the new Spider-Man and shit. I'm not trying to go fishing, nigga. I'm trying to watch Spider-Man, nigga. They'll be begging the fuck out of me like, I'm gonna go take you to Toys R Us. I'm gonna go do this, would you whoop. Just come on. But I didn't know they were utilizing me for some of my psychic abilities, because I would know before the fishes would hit the line. And sometimes I could feel it before they hit the line. I could tell when they in the water. And not only that, they were utilizing my magnetism to attract the fishes. And on the back end, I mean, they was taking care of me and shit. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't too mad. I was never mad about it, but I didn't know I was being used like that. And man, we would bring back, man, big ass fucking, man, we would get all type of exotic fish, big fish, whatever fish they wanted, and they told me, and I put it in my mind, that's what I attracted. You know what I'm saying? We attracted bass, sheepheads, catfish, swordfish. It depended who I was fishing with and where we was going. If we was on the land, we was on the boat, right? And like I said, man, I'm not trying to get too personal and make this sound like it's about me, but, you know, I just want to get y'all, I just wanted to speak about something on semen retention, celibacy, brahmacharya, right? My food is basically done, so let me see something real quick, y'all. I don't think I can cut the flash on. I can't do the flash the back way. But yeah, man, I just wanted to sit down and break that down with y'all, man. Some of the clear abilities that you may have and stuff like that. So, you know, people that go fishing and shit like that, people that go fishing and they know when the fish is about to hit their line and stuff like that, there's people that is kinesthesia. I might be saying it wrong, but y'all could get it right. That's perceiving physical sensations or movements in the body without cause, right? So you could feel the sensations of the fishes under the water and shit without, you know what I'm saying, them hitting the line. And you know when they about to hit the line, right? I'm getting my food ready for the night. Just some vegetables. I'm eating the way we supposed to eat. I'm eating the way people don't want to eat. They hate to eat. You know what I'm saying? No type of seasons, no sazan, no Tony Saturin, no none of that, because all that's heavy metals and shit. And all those heavy metals is what block your abilities and will put you in a paralytical state. You know what I'm saying? Will cause you not to be able to utilize your abilities. Drinking dairy, fucking going and get snowballs, eating ice cream, all that shit is cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, pick your poison. I ain't getting no poison. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying away from the poisons. But I'm getting my my dinner for the night situated. Only seasons I'm gonna use is some soap. Hold on, y'all, cause I'm getting this ready before the police and weirdos pull up on me and shit. But I'm just using the 1 pack of pepper and 2 pack of these salts. I got some iodine salt. No, I ain't supposed to be fucking with that. And I got some sea salt, but I can't dig in my bag right now because I got everything locked up. Right? And that's enough salt right there. On my pepper. And yeah, man. I know, shout out to Geeks, man. I know Geeks was like, yeah, bro, you need to. And where the hell my pepper at? Pepper, baby. Y'all see that smoke? You know that shit about to be smoking. Damn. Oh, here you go right here. Shit. About to fall in the. Dang, it's soft too. God damn. I guess we ain't gonna have no pepper for the night. Well, I do got little seasons. I got like the pickle seasons. Stuff like that. Alright. That's cool. Then I got my key limes. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell y'all what I'm eating for the night. So I got some yellow bell peppers. I got some onions. I got a couple pieces of sweet potato. I got some beets. Oh shit, man. Got some yellow bell pepper, white onion, a little bit of carrots, and I got a little bit of sweet potatoes. I want all my shit, man. Give me all mine. Hello? No, we don't say hello. It's hell is low. Heaven, yes. Heaven, yeah. But yeah, man. I ain't wanna hold y'all, man. I got a couple questions I'm gonna be posting, so I need y'all to answer me. Let me know, because I need to get at least 1,500 hours on the watch time. So if I need to make the video shorter, let me know, because I may just stick to making 15-minute videos and try to just cram the information in as best as possible. But y'all know how I get. I be 316 with this shit. So let me clean up my mess. I'm gonna have to keep one of these cans because I'm gonna have to do some tea when I get up. Let me mix my food up real quick. Whoa. And this is, I mean, you shouldn't be eating no more than this, bro. Now, if you really working out, you bodybuilding and shit, you going hard and shit, to each his own. But each time you eat, like Dr. Sebi said, your gut is no bigger than your hand, right? So you shouldn't be eating no more than that. And it's a nice little size bowl and shit like that. So I'm gonna drink this beet juice, and I'm about to eat the rest of my medicines. And I want to thank y'all for making it this far in the video. Mucho gracias, mahalo, oasis. Let me get back to my belongings. Let me get off of this piece of land before they try to pull up and say, "You're trespassing, it's private property." Like, y'all suck balls. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. But pretty much, you know, they just watching and listening to me from my phone and shit like that. You know. Oh yeah, let's get to the rest of this, right? So meditation will also help you amplify these abilities. Would help you, would it put you on a decline and not allow you to utilize these abilities? Like I said, eating carcinogenic foods, processed food, fast food, junk food, highly levels of salty food, highly levels of sugary food, beating your meat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Watching the wrong type of content, utilizing your energy in the wrong manner, dairy. Let's see what else I could go run down the line. You know, just dispersing your energy in the wrong manners, man. I don't have to hold y'all hands and shit, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to break a couple things down to y'all. But would it really help you get in tune and amplify and focus, which would be meditation, grounding, sun gazing, getting that gamma radiation, walking in some water, being in nature, all of these different elements will amplify the fire, water, earth, and wind will amplify the specific different qualities. And I guess I'll make a part 2 to explain what elements can amplify and help you evolve with different kind of psychic abilities, right? So y'all have a great night, have a beautiful rotation, and don't forget to take y'all tea, take y'all medicine. So I basically got tea here because I'm gonna drink this later on. I'm gonna warm it up a little bit more. I might just drink it cold. And now I got me some dinner. So, you know what I'm saying? Benediction, so one pot. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Stay royal. Oasis.